Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Sulani Sim. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Today we're going to be starting a new Let's Play in one of my favorite Sims 4 expansion packs, Snowy Escape. I've been thinking about revisiting older packs for a while now, and this was at the top of my list. So I hope you guys are ready to dig in and watch it, whether you're here for the snowboarding or seeing Yamachan or just looking to escape to the beautiful snowy mountains with your Sims. I do think that this expansion pack is really fun. I'm going to do a quick little introduction real quick, just a refresher of the world of Mount Komorebi. There are 3 neighborhoods that came with this expansion pack. The first one is Wakaba, which in Japanese means new leaf. This is kind of your suburban, family-oriented neighborhood. This is also where the Festival of Youth takes place. There's this really cute event that happens where your child Sims can essentially hunt for void critters, so it's kind of like a Pokemon scavenger hunt. Super cute. The second one is Senbaimachi, which is my favorite neighborhood out of all of them, and that means Town of a Thousand Leaves in Japanese. This is more of the traditional historic neighborhood. It has a lot of old architecture, but it feels very tranquil and has a very spiritual feel to it. There's a temple here, which is one of my favorite sites to visit. I do feel like EA kind of missed on this by not having it at least be a rabbit hole that you could visit. But there is an interaction where you can make a wish at a wishing board, which I think is really cute. It has a very Studio Ghibli-esque vibe to it. There's also a beautiful bamboo forest trail in Senbaimachi, as well as other forest walking trails that you can actually meet forest spirits and collect them, so that's really cute. And then the third neighborhood is Yukimatsu, and that means snowy mountain in Japanese. And this is where all the real action happens. This is where the skiing and the snowboarding and the rock climbing, all of that action, adventurous stuff takes place. It's so beautiful. Everything is blanketed in snow, and this is also where the Festival of Snow happens, which is weirdly enough my favorite festival. There's this beautiful light display that happens, and fireworks, and of course the obligatory visit from Yamachan. But I don't know, I like this particular festival out of the 3 of them the most because it feels extra magical. A couple of the gameplay features that came with this expansion pack, of course, are the snow sports. So snowboarding, sledding, skiing, and yes, the Sims children can also sled as well. And these are skill level based hobbies. So your Sim can work their way up to becoming an amateur to a professional. Rock climbing was also introduced into this pack, as well as the Mount Komorebi excursion, which this is actually a reason why I'm wanting to revisit this pack, is because I've never actually done the Mount Komorebi excursion before, because I've been a little scared. Honestly, I've been scared that my Sim might, die. It's a perilous adventure, but it's not for the faint of heart. If you've got an adventurous, fit-oriented Sim, I think they'll do just fine. I will say, from my research and my note-taking, you'll need to take tents, food, and have a really good, solid skill level in rock climbing. So yeah, just make sure you keep that in mind. Also, the lifestyle systems was introduced in this expansion pack. I don't know if you guys use this system as much. I just now started re-implementing it into my gameplay with my current household, just because there's a lot to choose from. So I'm trying for my little couple household to be more close-knit and indoorsy folk that sometimes like to venture outside. I don't know if that will work, but I'm revisiting the lifestyle system. I usually ignore it. And then of course the onsens and hot springs came with this expansion pack. So your Sim, after they have done all their sledding, all their snowboarding, after they have survived a fallen vending machine attack, they can go to the hot spring or the onsen and relax and just let all their troubles melt away in a hot spring, which I think is really cute. There were 2 traits that were also introduced in this expansion pack. Adventurous, so the Sims are very much enthralled in getting into dangerous activities. They'll get bored if their life becomes a little too rigid, a little too routine. They are more autonomously going to want to like book a trip or go on a mountain climb or, you know, jump on a snowboard or something. That's what your adventure sim is going to do. And then the other one is the proper sim, which, fun fact, your proper sim usually is going to have more success in romantic exchanges with other sims. Just throwing that out there. But they prefer to bow instead of wave, and they also get really embarrassed and inappropriate behavior, and they love formal attire, which I think is really cute. And then the career that came with this, I don't know about you guys, but I don't play this career that much because I do have a real life 9 to 5, so I hate for my sims to have like boring careers like that. I usually let them be freelancers, but the salary person came to this pack as a new career, and it introduced just like your 9 to 5 grind, workplace office stuff. I think what would be a really fun idea, if you have the get together, is what came with the club gameplay. If you've got that, I would definitely recommend making like a salary person club where after hours you all get together and do some karaoke. Super cute. I want to do just a segue for a minute. I do want to make a video where I talk about ideas for clubs because I love using that system. And then just to wrap up this quick little intro before we get into the actual gameplay and meeting my household, I personally think that Snowy Escape really shines when it comes to its atmosphere, the potential for storytelling. So whether your Sims are out there chasing adventure, trying to find inner peace in a bamboo forest or something, or, you know, just trying to survive vending machine attacks, I don't know. It's a solid addition as far as DLC goes for The Sims 4, because we all know some of the expansion packs have been a little So let me know in the comments if you guys have already played Snowy Escape and what is your favorite part, or if you guys have already done like the Mount Komorebi excursion successfully, and give me some tips. Okay guys, so we are in the Senbamachi neighborhood in Mount Komorebi. Again, this is my favorite neighborhood, so I decided to put the household that we'll be playing as in this starter home. I'm going to keep the majority of the save original to the Snowy expansion pack save when it released back in 2020, meaning I'm not going to add a bunch of new builds or lots. I'm going to try to keep everything as authentic as when it first came out. I did add an extension to the starter so that there was enough space for the family members to all live, and oh my gosh, it's Trashly. Girl, I wish that we could get that not like be in every single world. Like, this doesn't make sense, but okay. Anyway, I added a few like decorative items to the house that fit my style in playing, but other than that, everything will be pretty original. So a little bit about the household that we'll be playing as during this Let's Play. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I'm going to be calling this series Summer in Komorebi, and here is the reason why. So we'll have two main Sims that we are going to play as, which is Sarah and Hannah Yamada. Both of these girls are from San Myshuno, but their grandparents are from and live in Mount Komorebi. And I believe that Hannah and Sarah, when they were kids growing up in the city, they would spend the summer at their grandparents in Mount Komorebi. Right now, though, both of the girls are starting to enter into different phases of their life. So, like, Sarah is the eldest sister, and she's getting ready to go to university and figure out what exactly she wants to do. So she's got a lot of big choices and, you know, life choices coming up. So she is like, I just need a break. And her sister, Hannah, is a new teenager. So she's going to be going into high school and trying to figure out, like, where do I fit in? You know, how do I need to prepare for college too? And
So they just have very like big pivotal phases that they are entering into, and this summer they just want to hang out with their grandparents and reconnect with their roots and basically do things that maybe they've not thought about doing before, whenever they've visited them in the past. Now, I will say, please ignore the fact that the grandparents are set as their parents in the game. Just ignore that. Pretend it says grandparents. I completely drew a blank when I was in CAS with these Sims on like, should I make their parent and then their grandparents? I don't know. I just wanted to get out of CAS as quickly as possible. I am not a creative Sim girly, so I just wanted to like hurry up, get them created, and get into gameplay because I don't like to hang out there as much as, you know, it's just not for me. So, okay, we've got a notification here from Hannah that says, no one likes me. No one will ever like me. Why bother with anything anymore? Girl, feeling forlorn. I'll always love you. Oh, that's so sad. But isn't that like the truth though of teenhood? Like everything is pretty much doom and gloom. I mean, when I was a teen, I don't think I was very angsty, but I was very moody, so I can understand. All right, so I think what we'll do is I'll go over, let's see, some of the traits and things for the girls, just because, like I said, I plan on really just focusing on them during this gameplay, with some few interactions with their grandparents. But I really just want it to be about Sarah and Hannah completing their aspirations, which, by the way, when Snowy Escape came out, there were 2 new aspirations that were introduced. The first one being an extreme sports enthusiast, which is what Sarah has. And also to go over Sarah's traits, she is adventurous, outgoing, hot-headed, and has a high metabolism. And the high metabolism trait does come from her aspiration here. So in my mind, Sarah is like, how do I explain her? I think she's like just an outgoing granola girl, tomboy. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's go rock climbing, let's go swim in the creek. You know what I mean? It's like she lives for that. And I think for her too, growing up, coming to Mount Komorebi in the summer was it. Like spending time with her grandpa, because her and her grandpa are very similar in their traits and also the things that they like. She lived for that. Like that was where she wanted to be. Like she was waiting all school year for summer so that she could hang out with her grandparents and go rock climbing, which, you know what, I would too. That sounds fun. And then for Hannah is a little bit more, I don't want to say reserved. I don't feel like she should be reserved because she's a teenager, so it's like, girl, what you got to be reserved about? But like, she's more introverted, she's more shy, and she's a lot like her grandmother. This is her grandmother here who's looking at something on the TV, but Hannah is just more to herself, and she doesn't, it's not that she doesn't like to hang out with people, she just prefers like quiet, more calm environments. And her aspiration is the Mount Komorebi sightseer, which I have actually completed this aspiration before. Last year, I did the, what's it called? The Globetrotter challenge. I got halfway through it, but this is like the first aspiration that you have to complete in that challenge. I had a really crappy computer, so I didn't finish the Globetrotter challenge, but it is something I wouldn't mind revisiting. But yeah, this is a fun one, and I do think it could probably get completed a lot sooner than Sarah's aspiration. But I'm gonna go over Hannah's traits really quick. I made her clumsy, but she's also proper, and she has the home turf trait. So yeah, I just thought that these would be really cute, the clumsy and proper, because I feel like when you're a teen, it's already awkward enough to be a teenager. So I think having like the clumsy trait is kind of adorable, but like she's also very serious. So yeah. Oh, and I guess what I could do is maybe go over the an aspiration description. Yeah, let me do that really quick. So it says, for the extreme sports enthusiast, this sim wants to explore Mount Komorebi's wilderness and participate in extreme snow sports. So these sims will always escape wildlife attacks unscathed. This is the trait reward that we'll get. Manage to avoid injury from skiing, snowboarding, and rock climbing more often than other sims, and have a natural resistance to inclement weather. So I do think that that's perfect for Sarah. And then for Hannah, hers is the Mount Komorebi sightseer. So it says this sim wants to explore Mount Komorebi's culture and experience everything it has to offer. And the reward trait description reads as follows. These sims are better at socializing during social events and enjoy ordering food from market stalls. They also can negotiate a discount at market stalls, which gives them an advantage over other bargaining techniques. And to be frank, I think the reward trait for this is not that great, but in my mind, like I said earlier, I think Hannah is just a little bit more introverted and kind of keeps to herself, but I think she has a lot of creativity. Like I put for one of her likes that she likes photography and photography, painting, that sort of thing. So I feel like the sightseeing aspects would be to take a lot of photos and just collect those memories. That's what I envisioned when I was like, yeah, she's gonna have that aspiration. So, but also like this is technically a Snowy Escape revisit, so it makes sense to have the Sims have both of the aspirations, to complete. But yeah, they are sitting down. They just finished lunch, technically, but I have had to try to record this twice because my sound quality is not the best. I'm so sorry. But anyway, they were just sitting down. They've already finished up their meal. They're watching a little TV. And I feel like they've probably been in town for like a day with their grandparents. Like they just flew in. They still are like hanging out and getting their bearings, trying to get over jet lag, And I think their grandparents are just enjoying their company right now, but they definitely are going to be making plans to do a lot of things. Should I go over the grandparents stuff? And I hate keep pausing it, but should I go over their traits with you guys? Might as well, right? So Kenji is Grandpa Kenji, Grandpa Yamada. He's a goofball, family-oriented, has a high metabolism, and he's adventurous. He also has the same aspiration as Sarah. But like I said, I'm really focusing on Hannah and Sarah. So if they don't complete their aspirations, that's not gonna be the end of the world for me. And for Grandma May, she has the proper trait. She's family-oriented, good, and domestic. And that comes with the aspiration that she has the domestic trait. I feel like, well, I said that, but I think definitely Hannah would get her demeanor. Do you know what I mean? Like her personality from her grandmother. Whereas Sarah definitely gets it from her granddad. So they both kind of mirror their grandparents in some way. But anyway. Oh, and I forgot the most important member of the family here is little Momo. She's so cute. She's a Bichon. And she's a young adult dog, so she's not quite old yet. I thought about, she has to use the restroom. I thought about making her an elder because I thought it would be so cute to have her be like an old dog, and live with the older, the grandparents, but I didn't want her to die or something. That would be so sad. Alright, so I do think, like I said, we will try to tick off some of the things on Hannah's aspiration goal list first, because I do feel like these will be easier to accomplish. Let me just let you guys in on this. I have a mod in my game that takes off a bunch of the unnecessary festivals that happen like every single weekend. And so what you're seeing here is not authentic to the expansion pack, and I apologize. I probably should have taken this mod out when I first started this Let's Play. But I had already started like recording, and then I remembered, oh wait, I have this in here and I need to add these festivals, otherwise it's not going to show up. So I've got the Festival of Light, the Festival of Youth, which I don't know if we can attend as like an adult, but I feel like Hannah should be able to, because she's a teen, so she should be able to join in on this. And then we have the Festival of Snow, and I've decided to keep this within the 14 days because it's summer, so you know, we're just staying the summer. So I imagine in real time, if this was real life time, science, whatever you want to call it, they would only be staying there for like 2 weeks. But for some reason, you know, days go by to me in The Sims really fast. Even if you have it set on the most highest, like the 28 days, I think you can go up to 28 days, or is it like 26? It still feels like everything goes by really quickly. So I think we can knock out a lot of her to-dos for her aspiration. So like, she wants to eat food at one of the festivals, take a selfie with the Mount Komorebi mascot, which is Yamachan. This may be a divisive opinion, but I actually really like Yamachan. I think it is such a cute mascot. I mean, compared to some of the other like mascots that are in some of the worlds or things that represent them. Oh, like Trashly, for example. Like, my goodness. I think Yamachan's cute. And then a couple of other things is to collect a semi in a vending machine and swim for 1 hour in Okaba's river. So they're in Simbamachi, which is not too terribly far from, oh gosh, is it gonna rain? It got cloudy all of a sudden. It's not too terribly far from Simbamachi. So I kind of think we could make that happen. Like, I think we could, but it kind of looks like it may rain. Hang on, guys. Let me check. Okay. Yeah, I definitely think I want to get a good amount of Hannah's aspirations done. I think what we'll do is we'll head over to the Wakapa River and see. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I think we'll have Grandma May pack like a little picnic and head over to the Wakapa River, check out that area. I'll go swimming, and maybe take a few photos. By that point, it'll probably be close to for them to like go to bed. And then tomorrow, hopefully it'll be sunny. It's the weather for tomorrow. It's raining tomorrow on Monday. Oh gosh. That's not great. I don't really want to cheat any of the weather. I want to keep it like pretty much like organic as possible. So I think we'll just play it by ear and head over to Wakaba, and I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, so we made it over to Wakaba, and unfortunately it is very cloudy out today, and the forecast says that it's probably gonna rain. So I don't know if that means later in the evening, like later at nighttime. Oh no! Y'all, I did not cheat that, but I know that this had a rain cloud on it. I guess maybe I've never noticed this, but maybe the weather does alter, which makes sense, like it should. It's the weather, so maybe it does change from time to time, and the forecast on the calendar is actually not dependable, which, you know what, that shouldn't surprise me. That really shouldn't surprise me. But anyway, they are right now coming down to the river. They look so cute. I like this little I keep pausing it, I'm sorry guys. I like this little outfit with the fanny pack. It's adorable, and I love that fanny packs have made a comeback. because honestly, I think they're very necessary. I know if Grandma placed the cooler out in the world. I'm kind of surprised that this expansion pack didn't come with a new cooler because it came with tents. So unless I'm missing it and I don't know that it's there, I'm pretty sure it doesn't have a cooler that came with it. I think we'll have everyone grab just a quick beverage. Wait, difficult? New family dynamic, difficult? What? You guys have a jokester family dynamic. So some Sims just can't seem to get along with each other, with each new conversation and interaction having the potential to turn unpleasant. It's certainly looking that way between Sarah and Kenji. Family members with the difficult family dynamic will be mean to each other more often, can easily become bitter with each other, and intentionally neglect social calls. Would you say that Sarah and Kenji have a difficult family dynamic? I'm gonna say no. I think there was a misunderstanding. If we get that pop up again, then I'm gonna say yeah, but I think it's just a misunderstanding. Also, like I said before, they just got here. Do you know what I mean? Like, they just got here from San Myshuno, which in my mind is the equivalent to New York City in America. And so, like, they're flying from there to essentially Japan. So I imagine it would be, you'd be a little grumpy, is my point. So anyway, we're gonna have, girl, please stop pausing this. We're gonna have the two girls swim. Can we swim here? Yeah, we can. We'll have Hannah jump in, and then we'll also have Sarah jump in. Maybe that will cool her down emotionally, so that she's not hot-headed. Like, girl, I get it. You got jet lag, you're tired. And your grandpa's probably like, okay, so college, right? Like, that's probably what it was. He's like, okay, so college, Sarah, what are we doing for college? What are you doing? What's going on? Where's your head at? And she's like, Grandpa, please, I just got here. I just wanna chill. Also, I think Sarah's so cute. She's so cute. She also has, I tried to dress everybody in, for the most part, in their, like, the Snowy Escape clothes, like all the clothes assets that it came with. Some of the things are not from the pack, but I tried to keep it, or base game. I tried to keep everything pretty much the pack. Yes, this is such a vibe. Come on. Why are we stopping? Oh, because it's cold. The temperature's dropping, but it's summer. It's day one of summer. But you guys are chilly? Okay. Have a drink. Rile up a sim and listen to Japanese folk music. I think what Sarah should do is maybe, let's see, why don't we go just like swim around for a bit, let her have some space, and then I think Hannah, she's talking to her grandpa. I feel like Hannah would probably want to take some photos real quick. Let's see. Take a photo with your grandma. Yeah, take a photo with her. Is she not gonna do it? Take photo with. Click that. Yeah, here we go. Maybe they can't do that in the water. My grandpa photo bombing now. That's so cute. They definitely ended up favoring their grandma, I think, the most. I'm gonna change the filter so that it's a bit brighter. Hang on. There's one that makes it, oh goodness, I think it is this one bright. We'll do this one. It's very cute. Grandpa is shivering in the background. Maybe this was not a great idea. I'm so sorry, guys. Wait, what? What is going on? Okay, Oh, so we're just taking a picture of Grandma? Wait, no, that's cute though. That is cute. Okay. Grandma's pretty. I do think that their grandma might be on the mean side though, even though she doesn't have the mean trait. I do think she is on the mean side. Okay, y'all just go and sit together. Chit chat. What's Sarah doing? She's freezing, right? Of course. Go here. So did this tick off on her? Oh no, you have to swim for an hour. Okay, girl. Well, I guess you don't get to sit and warm up. I guess you have to get back in the water. Because, like, that's what your aspiration wants. So just go swim around for just a little bit. Hello? I had no idea there were bats in this expansion pack. That's kind of funny. Alright, what's Sarah doing? She's freezing. Okay, you can just like change back into your normal outfit. Same with the grandparents. You guys can change if you'd like. We just want to make sure that Hannah is fulfilling parts of her dream just to swim for 1 hour in the cold water. So that is what we're doing. We're going to support it. Change outfit. But yeah, this was kind of an awkward time because I think this started at like around 3:30 sim time. And so already it's 10. So there's really not much to be done until daylight. But did you finish this? No. I'm so sorry, but you're gonna have to get back in the water. I wish now, in hindsight, I probably should have, like gotten one of those. Wait. Okay. Hang on, guys, hear me out. Oh no, wait, no. I forgot. This isn't an active lot. It puts you back into like one of the closest active lots, and I selected the club or this this karaoke bar, so let me go back into live mode. I apologize. I wish that there was a bonfire here, but I think you can set one up if you buy one, so I'll do that next time. I'll buy one so that we can have it. She's going back in. What is she doing? We are eating yogurt. Oh, her sister's coming back with her too. I think that's sweet. But they're both like so excited to be back in Komorebi. Alright guys, so we are back from the Wakaba River. Hannah did eventually swim her hour, but for whatever reason it didn't log it. Don't know why. So I'm just gonna check it here. I don't know why it didn't register that, but it's okay. I think it's because I do have like I don't have a lot of mods in my game. I feel like for the most part I'm pretty CC light, but I do have some like things like MC Command Center and UI cheats and oh no, please. Okay, so I think Grandpa Kenji needs to walk Momo. I think she needs to go to the restroom. Let's go for a let's just do a short walk for right now. We're gonna have Grandma come down and brew some tea, and also make some breakfast. Girls are still sleeping in. Like I said, I imagine they probably are just really tired from their plane ride to Komorebi, as they should be. Please, Grandpa. Hello? Thank you. Momo is kind of loud for such a small dog. She's a little loud. Anyway, Grandma's gonna come down and make some breakfast for everybody. I'm gonna let the girls sleep in just a little bit longer too, until she gets that prepared and until Grandpa comes back from walking Momo. But I think today, if it remains fairly warm and sunny, I think what we'll do is, let's see, I would like to venture into the city center of the town, with just the girls. Like maybe their grandparents are like, hey, I should just, head out and maybe do some exploring. There's some new things that the town has, etc. And I think I want to try to collect a semi. I want both of the girls to get semis as like a souvenir, because to be honest, if Sarah is heading off to college, she may not get an opportunity anytime soon to come back for the summer. Not that she can't, but she may be busy. So I'm going to have her grab a semi as well. I did last night order, and it did say this, I ordered her some adventure gear and rock climbing gear as well, so that we can already have it in our inventory. And I also bought a camera and tripod for both of the girls, so that when they are out and about, they can take photos. I think that would be really cute. And this is an amateur move on my part, but I completely forgot to put holidays so that it doesn't flag Hannah to go to high school, because otherwise she's gonna have to go to high school. So I forgot to do it on Monday, so she's going to be leaving for a little bit, but she'll be back. And but the rest of the time she should be off. It should count that she's off from school. So bit of an amateur move on my part. I should have remembered to do that, but that's okay. I'll have Hannah go ahead and wake up and grab something to eat, grab a serving, and maybe also prepare some tea for herself. Calming chamomile. She's feeling tense. Oh, bless her heart. These are her buffs right now. It says puberty. From experiencing puberty, Hannah has gotten her first taste of puberty. Things will only continue to change from here. Hannah can try to manage the puberty changes with shaving to avoid out-of-control body hair and skincare routine to help mitigate the inevitable acne. She also is hungry, but we're about to fix that issue. And growing out of control, Hannah found out her hair follicles have gone through a growth spurt. If she doesn't get it under control, her hair is going to become a battleground of tangled and matted hair. All right, it's not that bad. I promise, it's not that bad. But okay. So she's going to. She's so sad. Actually, no, she's angry. Where's Grandma? Maybe Grandma can help her. Definitely don't want to. Oh, I'll send her alone, but she probably should eat first. She won't have time to fix tea, but that's okay. I was gonna see if Grandma could possibly cheer her up a little bit, especially before she goes off to school. For the sake of story content. No, don't do that. Are you cursing? Can we parent her? Yeah. I think Grandma would yell at her for doing that in her house. She'd be like, no, don't do that. Actually, she would yell it, so. Yeah. Tell her. Tell her, Grandma. She said, not in my house, girl. I know you're tired, but please. Alright, we'll have her clean that up really quick. I think for story continuity, what I was going to say, and I lost my train of thought, is we'll just say that Hannah is maybe she's going to a couple of local shops, like art shops, to pick up things for painting or maybe some things for her camera to kind of better prepare for her trip along the way. Oh, Sarah is also not in the best moods. Okay, girl. She's got to use the restroom and she needs to eat. Alright, she's handling her emotive need right quick. I still wanted someone to fix tea. I mean, Grandma got the water hot and everything. Why don't we have healthy green tea? Or Grandma? I really like their house. I mean, like I said, I didn't build this house. I just added like this extension to it and then I just decorated it. But that layout to me is very cozy. I like it a lot. Where's she going? Oh, you gotta go to school. She's on the computer. Hello? Yeah. Please go to school. Oh, I bet she is embarrassed. Alright, this notification says Hannah is a proper sim. Proper sims are respectful of others and rules around them and will be angry at any inappropriate behavior they see. Oh, I see. So yeah, her missing even just an hour-ish of school, yeah, is not up her alley. Okay, so then just go to school. You've had breakfast, you've been fed, just go right to school, my friend. You know what I bet she's doing? Oh, this is cute. I didn't know. Okay, that's adorable. So I guess in this world, in Komorebi, if you have a teen, and I assume child, that attends school, they show up in a uniform, but this uniform combination was really cute because it's pink. And I don't know if y'all do this, but I do from time to time, especially with Sims that I'm playing mainly as. I give them colors, so obviously, well, maybe it's not obvious, I don't really know, but Sarah is red, so I have her like dressed in a lot of red tones. And then Hannah is pink. So that was cute that her uniform had a little pink bow on it. Maybe she added that. Are you going to the restroom, homie? Or are you just standing? Are we frozen? Maybe? Do we need a reset? Probably. Y'all. This is how it is. Could have sworn there was an action to reset your sim. Am I losing it? Maybe not. I don't know. What's going on? She is in frozen mode. Alright, here we go. Oh. Yeah, we're not looking at that right now. I know, you have to use the restroom. I totally get it. Alright. Grandma looks like she's done with her tea, so we'll have her clean this up really quick. I feel so, out of, I don't know, out of sync, out of whatever, with not knowing to put Hannah out of school for today. So like now it feels like, but you know what? I could do some stuff with just Sarah and her granddad, which I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, I think we could do that. I think that could work. I would really like to, I don't think they need to eat anything right now because they literally just ate. But I think the two of them would definitely go on like a walk together. So I think what we should do is do a hike around with Grandpa Kenji. And I think they'll really love that. I think they'll enjoy that together. Maybe maybe Sarah's like, hey, Grandpa, I know I was grumpy yesterday and I'm sorry. Let's go for a walk. And he's like, okay. I don't know why they keep getting the welcome wagon because when I started this up, they had like 2 welcome wagons and I didn't even cancel. Hello? Who's this? Wait, I think he's married. Oh, why do we have a bad relationship with this man? I don't know this man. That's why I said, who is this? Kato's kind of handsome, but I think he's married. I do think he's married. I wonder, Sarah's out there making enemies. I'm not really sure why. Is Grandpa coming or like what? Okay, yeah, he is. But what was that thing? I lost my train of thought, guys. I'm so sorry. I think she's just wanting to spend some time with her grandpa because she was in a bad mood yesterday. But like I said, I think they just got into the town, so that would explain why. She's so pretty. Okay, she's waiting for her grandpa. Love the run. It was adorable. This is really one of my favorite parts of this expansion pack is the walks. And I mean, I know it's not like groundbreaking gameplay. It really isn't. But I don't know, just like the vibe. Do you know what I mean? Raise your hand if you are a Studio Ghibli fan. Also, comment on what your favorite Studio Ghibli film is. I think mine is a tie between Spirited Away and Ponyo. Wish that might be a polarizing opinion because I don't know a lot of people who like that one, but I love that one. I think it's because it's like she's kind of like a mermaid. I mean, she's like a fish girl, and I love mermaids. Look at that. So cute. Maybe she like planned where they wanted to go sightsee on this walk. And Granddad's just like, okay, whatever you say. He's probably walked this like 150 million times, so he knows everything, but she's all out here like planning things like it's his first time coming here too. Girl, I live right by here. That's okay. Look at that though. So pretty. I recently read an article on EA wanting to update like graphics and stuff, and then I think a few simmer people that keep up with the EA news had said something about them wanting to update the graphics and like the general look of the game. I don't know if that is just for the marketing or if that's for the actual game itself, but I'm gonna be real. I don't think the problem is with the graphics, bro. I think it's something else. I think it's just the functionality. Because, like, the game, even though it came out, gosh, originally in like 2014, it's not a bad looking game. It's very pretty. It's very cute and colorful. And especially, like, I'm not trying to be like mean, but I think a lot of the older packs where you can tell, this is my favorite part of this world, where you can tell they put in a lot of attention in, it feels so cozy and colorful and vibrant. So I don't think that's the problem. I don't think they should touch anything really. Maybe do some touch-ups on like skin textures and things like that. Like, I think they could take a couple of notes from CC creators because I do have the vanilla, I think it's by Lumia skin. Oh my gosh! Oh, that was scary. I do have the vanilla CC skin because I don't like the EA skin. It has a very strange texture to it. if they did like little updates, little touch-ups like that, I think that would be fine. Yes, so they're just enjoying their time together. Why is Grandpa walking like that? Oh, he's tired. Grandpa? Oh, and he's hungry. Oh, but you know what? He already went on a walk with Momo. Because Momo was crying. Okay, so it looks like Hannah is back from high school. I think what we'll do is... Oh my gosh, guys, this is so pretty. I like this. I think what we'll do is we'll follow them back home, or we'll cut the hike short and head back home so that Grandpa can fill his motives. But what I'll do is I'll have Sarah and Hannah, because it's already like almost 3:30. I'll have them go into the city center of Sembamachi, grab some food from one of the vending stalls. I think that would be fun. And maybe come back up to the temple, because I'd like for them to do a wish off the wishing board, which we just passed earlier. Yeah, this is my favorite neighborhood for sure. We'll definitely dive into, I don't know how many episodes this will be. Honestly, it'll be ever how long it takes for me to complete the goals off their aspirations. So we'll be visiting all of the other ones, but Sembamachi it's got my heart, y'all. It's just so pretty. Day center area. I'm gonna have Sarah purchase a couple of things from the vending machine. Hopefully it doesn't get stuck. I think grabbing a couple protein bars would be nice. Galactic Vita Water. It cools down your sim. I don't think she's overheated. Chill Chatter Coffee. Okay, but these would be good to have once we do go up to Yukimatsu. So I think it cools down your sim. I think they all cool down your sim, but I like the fact that maybe this could be used for snowboarding, right? I don't know. We'll see. I'll grab her a plum soda then. And I think I'll go over here and order some food. Let's see. Ooh, guys, no, sushi does sound really good right now. I had the yakisoba yesterday or the day before. It was so delicious. But I think Hannah would probably get a avocado mochi roll, and then I'll also have Sarah order. Let's have her order. I feel like Sarah's like a meat girl. You know what I mean? Like she's not a salad chick. She's like a steak and eggs kind of girl. Here we go. Come here, Hannah. Maybe Hannah can talk to her. Oh yeah, ask her for reassurance. That's a good idea. She's not feeling her best. I definitely could see Hannah going to her sister for advice on things. Like, I didn't create a moon for them, but I think that she would feel more confident and comfortable to go to her sister about issues she might be having rather than like her mom. And then I think when she's here in Komorebi, I think she goes to her grandma for the most part. Girl, you don't have to go all the way over there to get water. I thought I just bought soda for you. Oh, did it get stuck? It did. I did not even notice that. Oh my goodness. Oh, I jinxed that. I jinxed that so hard. I said I hope it doesn't get stuck. And I wasn't even paying attention. just in case, if she's not able to get it, I'll get her a drink. She obviously wants something to drink. Did she get it? Yes, nice. Okay. Alright, girl. Drink your plum soda. Drink. That actually sounds really delicious. Plum soda. I'd try it. At least once. Oh gosh, Momo's here. Shouldn't you be at home? I sound so mean. I'm not mean. I actually really love dogs because I've got I've got several dogs, but she barks a lot. She's kind of sassy. Not sure how I feel about that. Okay, so they're chilling and talking. Let me see. I had planned on them going and getting Hannah. Here they are. I knew they were around here somewhere. Isn't there a vending machine for simmies? No, this looks like food vending machines. I could have sworn there was a vending machine specifically for simmies in this area, but perhaps there's not. I may be incorrect. I may be thinking of Wakaba. Oh, this is so pretty. I'm sorry to keep doing this, guys, but like, so nice. Instead, you know what? I think we'll go back up to the temple. Maybe Sarah is like, you know, Grandpa and I, while you were gone, we did a little walk to the temple and it's really fun. Why don't we try to do it again? And I think Hannah would be game for that. I think she would really like that, especially if she's had a rough day. She was late for school. Well, she was late to go somewhere. We're not going to say high school because they're supposed to be on summer vacation. Gotta get in their starting positions. I love how Sarah walks. She has like such a tough, confident walk. Oh yeah, she's feeling confident. That's why. Duh. But I feel like that's her in a nutshell. She's just confident, cool as a cucumber type of gal. And like tough, you know, I think she's like tough. Isn't the temple that way? Are we taking the long way? I guess so. They really are taking the scenic route to get to the temple. It's kind of funny though. So we're going around again. Probably will speed this up, or I'll probably do some editing magic. Alright, the girls finally showed up over here at the temple. I'm gonna have Hannah write a wish on the wish board. I love this. We'll have Sarah do one as well. I love these trees in the background. They're so pretty. But look at the temple. Gorgeous. Oh, and the sunlight. It's really nice. Maybe I should take a screenshot or something. It's pretty. Okay, so did we do our wish? Excellent. Let's take a picture of this. And then I felt like Anna, being a teenager, would take a selfie. Where you going? Anna? Anna? Alright guys, I think I am going to call it quits for this episode, just because it is getting late, and I feel kind of bad because we really didn't accomplish too much on the girls' aspiration list, but I will try to make it a little bit more organized and make sure I tick off everything, or at least as much as I can, for episode 2. So if you did enjoy this and you were able to sit through it long enough, please consider subscribing to my channel, and sticking around for episode 2. I'm really excited for this series, and just excited to revisit the Snowy Escape expansion pack as a whole. So I hope you guys stick around, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.